Hello and welcome to another tech article. In today's article, I'm going to do a quick tip, and it's a quick tip for Flowmattic version 5. Um, and I've just covered it within my introduction video, but I'm going to list this one up so that it can be found and it shows you how to easily do something and only something. And what that is if I open this workflow here, which is called Turn On, this is a new workflow that captures a webhook from as a trigger, and all this does is turn on a workflow in Flowmattic, and this is the workflow ID that it turns on and off. And all it does, this workflow does, is on this trigger, it turns on this workflow. And if I go over to my Flowmattic instance and go back to my workflow, you'll see here, if I open this workflow here, if you see here in my browser, this is the workflow ID, and this is where you get your workflow ID from to be able to do this. And if we go back to this item, you'll see that is where what we're triggering. And all this does is turning on and off. And where I think this is really going to be useful is if you're, so it's currently off, and this is the webhook that it triggers. So I'm just going to push enter and head over to this again and push reload. And where I think this will be useful for you is if you have Surecar or something else, or a web form or a Stripe connection, and you want to turn workflows on and off based on a trigger event, i.e., in my case, the first thing that came to my mind was a subscription cancellation. Maybe as part of a service that you offer a client, you offer them some accesses to um, a certain workflows, and when they cancel their subscription, you automatically want to turn on and off, turn on when they make and turn off when they create and cancel those workflows. You can now do that. So again, I'm going to refresh this page and you see that I've now turned it off, and I'm again going to go over here and reactivate this webflow, this webhook, and it will be on again. And actually I can modify this. So if I go back over to the builder, it's currently turned on. I'm just going to grab this workflow ID and I can actually turn it off too. So if we go to configure, that's off, it's now off. So it now turns off, save and close. So it's currently on, and that's what it was doing, turning it on before. Now we're going to turn it off, and if I refresh, it should be off, and it has turned it off. So this works both ways, and there is a third option, which means you could put it as part of a router, and that is to get the current status of a workflow. So if I do this and configure and test that action, it says currently the workflow is active. And then you could put this through a router based on information, and you could build this up so you could have it trigger based on, you could have the same one that activates a workflow based on action or inaction. So there's lots of options available to you here. But yeah, this is a quick tip to show you how to use Flowmattic to turn other workflows on and off. Hopefully you found this video useful, and if you like this video and want to see more videos on Flowmattic and automation and WordPress in general, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.